The quiet came in right behind the click. Silence settled heavy, cruel and quick. I traced the rim of an empty coffee cup. The clock says 5, but the daylight won't give up. I should be moving, should be finding relief, but I'm anchored here by the cruelest kind of peace. Your side of the mattress still holds the impression, just a ghost of warmth, a silent confession. This house is an unfinished frame, built for forever, shattered just the same. We broke the story right in the middle, too loud to whisper, too soft for a riddle. I'm stuck in certain pieces of your warmth, in the echo chamber of the day you walked forth, and every memory is pain when I look at the space where you used to stand, leaving not a trace. The air is weighted where your laughter used to bloom. Now just a chill that settles in the room. I check my mirror, searching for a sign, a memory of joy I used to call mine. But all I find is a salt trail of the rain, washing out the moment and amplifying the pain. I hear the shadows of your voice fading far away, begging for the words that you forgot to say. This house is an unfinished frame, built for forever, shattered just the same. We broke the story right in the middle, too loud to whisper, too soft for a riddle. I'm stuck here sorting pieces of your warmth, in the echo chamber of the day you walked forth, and every memory is pain when I look at the space where you used to stand, leaving not a trace. I keep searching corners for the ghost of what we had, believing maybe it wasn't that bad. But the silence answers every desperate call. You didn't just leave, you took the structure of it all. And now my coat ends empty, they grip the air in vain. Still not over you, I just hold the heavy rain. Lost in a quiet, empty space tonight, just an unfinished frame, leaning against the light. Nothing feels the same, nothing feels the same. We are just an unfinished frame. The key is still hanging where you threw it down. No sound but the echo of the turning around. Just a chill from the window where the glass is thin. letting the quiet heartbreak finally sink in. I trace the outline of your phantom chair and inhale the last ghost of your fading air. I hear the shadows of your voice in the ceiling fan, memorizing the ending of this failing plan. I'm lost in the silence when nothing moves slow, just the painful weight of knowing I must let you go. This quiet is louder than the promises we made, a monument to futures that started to fade. We wrote a beautiful story, chapter after chapter. Now I'm holding the pages of our unwritten epilogue, caught in the blue hour goodbye where the dark just began. Trying to understand how love can vanish from my hand. The coffee cup's cold just the way you left it there, and there's a heavy hollow weight I didn't know I could bear. I clean up the pieces of the shattered good years, washing the evidence with these lonely tears. This is the proof of the warmth that we had here, now only an empty space tonight, drawing near. I hear the shadows of your voice in the ceiling fan, memorizing the ending of this failing plan. I'm lost in the silence when nothing moves slow, just the painful weight of knowing I must let you go. This quiet is louder than the promises we made, a monument to futures that started to fade. We wrote a beautiful story, chapter after chapter. Now I'm holding the pages of our unwritten epilogue, caught in the blue hour goodbye where the dark just began. Trying to understand how love can vanish from my hand. We try to mend the line, stitch the edges tight, but some cracks are too deep for the morning light. And every memory flashes a reel that won't pause, breaking me down tonight without any cause. This is the part of the story that we couldn't write, this missing chapter of what was supposed to be right. This quiet is louder than the promises we made, a monument to futures that started to fade. We wrote a beautiful story, chapter after chapter. Now I'm holding the pages of our unwritten epilogue, caught in the blue hour goodbye where the dark just began. Trying to understand how love can vanish from my hand. The unwritten epilogue, just the weight of the pages, cold in my hand, left in the silence, trying to understand how love can vanish. The key still turns too easily in the lock. I stand here waiting for the subtle shock of finding you right where you used to be, but the silence screams where you abandoned me. I trace the outline of your favorite chair and feel the frostbite in the empty air. It's not just memory that haunts the floor, it's the space you left right behind the door. Oh, I trace the tears before they fall, knowing tonight you won't return the call. This quiet ache is all that's left behind, a bitter note you left for me to find. We built this fortress brick by careful stone, only for me to face the dawn alone. This house is measured out for two, but only half of me remains with you. I keep running into This house is measured out for two, but only half of me remains with you. I keep running into empty space tonight where your warm shadow used to catch the light. This space was meant for two hearts beating near. Now the weight of absence is the only thing I hear. Just a single solitary view in a room that was always meant for two. I walk the perimeter of the life we planned. A broken promise slip from my cold hand. I can't erase the line where we began and ended. Every fragile hope now fully suspended. And I know the missing half of my soul is never going to let me feel whole. My heart remains where you used to stand. This house is measured out for two, but only half of me remains with you. I keep running into empty space tonight where your warm shadow used to catch the light. This space was meant for two hearts beating near. Now the weight of absence is the only thing I hear. Just a single solitary view in a room that was always meant for two. Room for two, but only me, and the silence is the only company in a room for two. The door click wasn't loud, but the silence felt like stone. I walked into the kitchen, finding I was truly alone. The coffee mug is still warm, a cruel and fading lie, while the frost of your decision settles in my sky. Cold hands empty, reaching for the warmth you left behind. Just the weight of my heart and too many memories in my mind. My heart is a static heartbeat, a signal gone astray. This blue hour goodbye stole the light of yesterday, and the weight of our unfinished story is too much to stand. Just a broken connection, trace of your cold hand. I'm lost in the quiet where your voice used to fill the air. Only memories now, and the knowledge you don't care. I trace the dust line where your picture used to hang, a vacant square of sunlight where the sorrow truly sprang. I call your name out softly, listen for the echoes in the dark, but only shadows answer, leaving this permanent mark. We had a love that didn't stay, a flame that flickered out, hurt beneath the smile, no room left for doubt. My heart is a static heartbeat, a signal gone astray. This blue hour goodbye stole the light of yesterday, and the weight of our unfinished story is too much to stand. Just a broken connection, trace of your cold hand. I'm lost in the quiet where your voice used to fill the air. Only memories now, and the knowledge you don't care. I'm still not over you. Just the pieces of your warmth in everything I do. My heart is a static heartbeat, a signal gone astray. This blue hour goodbye stole the light of yesterday. And the weight of our unfinished story is too much to stand. Just a broken connection, trace of your cold hand. I'm lost in the quiet, where your voice used to fill the air. Only memories now, and the knowledge you don't care. Static heartbeat, the cold hand gone, nothing feels the same since you moved on. Empty space tonight.
The echo still rings through the floor of hurried steps walking away. I'm counting the breaths you ignored since you finally had nothing to say. Lost in the quiet, you left me stranded. I watch where your shadow would go, with cold hands completely empty-handed, feeling the weight start to grow. We were broken in the middle of a perfect line, an unfinished story I thought was yours and mine. Now it's only fragments of warmth I used to hold, a sudden cold silence where my future went untold. This empty space tonight is half of my heart's design, and you just left the burden here for me to sign. The window is blurring with the rain, or maybe it's just a trace of my tears. I try to put names on this pain and silence the dread of the years. I still hold the ghost of your voice, missing the rhythm of what we define. But what we can't fix is the choice to leave every promise far behind. We were broken in the middle of a perfect line, an unfinished story I thought was yours and mine. Now it's only fragments of warmth I used to hold, a sudden cold silence where my future went untold. This empty space tonight is half of my heart's design, and you just left the burden here for me to sign. I know I should gather the pieces, but pieces they don't fit back whole. This feeling, it only increases and steals every bit of my soul. It's too late to hold you again, but it's too soon to let the sorrow start to mend. We were broken in the middle of a perfect line, an unfinished story I thought was yours and mine. Now it's only fragments of warmth I used to hold, a sudden cold silence where my future went untold. This empty space tonight is clock hand turns, but the minutes cease to climb. Just the echo of your exit stealing time. This apartment breathes the air that you forgot. A quiet weight pressed down upon this spot. I trace the outline where your shadow used to fall. We had chapters left to write behind that wall. And now I'm standing at the margin left to read. The silence that became your only creed. It's just cold static where you warmth used to be. A ghost frequency of what was you and me. The weight of my heart fills the empty space and I left in the quiet, watching mystery take flight. Or unfinished story hanging in the air, a silent ending to a promise we couldn't repair. My hands are cold, they're searching for your shape. A trace of tears I struggle to escape. I replay every word you whispered in the dark, a broken compass searching for a mark. When you closed the door, you took the light with you, and nothing feels the same no matter what I do. I trace the outline where your shadow used to fall. We had chapters left to write behind that wall. And now I'm standing at the margin left to read. The silence that became your only creed. It's just cold static where your warmth used to be. A ghost frequency of what was you and me. The weight of my heart fills the empty space and I left in the quiet, watching history take flight. Or unfinished story hanging in the air, a silent ending to a promise we couldn't repair. Too late to hold you, too late to turn the page, locked inside the solitary hollow cage. I know that nothing feels the same since you walked through that door, but half of my heart remains right where it stood before. It's just cold static where your warmth used to be. A ghost frequency of what was you and me. The weight of my heart fills the empty space and I left in the quiet, watching history take flight. Oh, unfinished story hanging in the air, a silent ending to a promise we couldn't repair. Just cold static, that's all that's left now. The weight of my heart in the empty space tonight. Cold static.
The soundproof silence hit me first. A vacant space where words disperse. You left the light on in the hall, but couldn't hear my silent call. I traced the spot where you stood tall before you let the curtain fall. My lungs forget how to inflate, just standing here outside the gate. This is the threshold break, the final step I couldn't take. I'm caught between the inside wall and the blue hour goodbyes. Hey,
heart is frozen here, a monument to missing cheer, and all the pieces of your warmth are scattered on the floor we shared last year. I scrub the pavement, still I see the faded outline of your key. It isn't rain upon my chest, it's just the weight of all we suppressed. Now every room is one too wide, since love forgot where it should hide. I check the door at 3:30, just hoping that you'll still be free. This is the threshold break, the final step I couldn't take. I'm caught between the inside wall and the blue out goodbyes. Hey, my half a heart is frozen here, a monument to missing cheer, and all the pieces of your warmth are scattered on the floor we shared last year. They tell me time will melt the frost, but every hour feels newly lost. I walk the line where we stood last, stuck in the shadow of the past. I never learned the trick of moving fast when you left me broken in the middle, but nothing but a quiet riddle. This is the threshold break, the final step I couldn't take. I'm caught between the inside warmth and the blue hour goodbyes. Ache. My half of heart is frozen here, a monument to missing cheer, and all the pieces of your warmth are scattered on the floor we shared last year. Just the threshold break, the cold hands empty, soundless ache. The varnish on the floor still holds your tray. I'm standing where you left this empty space. My hands are cold, they search for yours in vain. Just feeling dust where warmth used to remain. I see the quiet corner where we fought the last cruel battle, broken down in pieces, and now the weight of your absence only increases. This isn't closure, this is just the middle, a fragile knot we couldn't quite unbraid. We never wrote the ending, just a riddle left on the table like an unread page. I can't read the sorrow, what we can't repair, a silent scream of love that didn't stay there. It was an unfinished story, broken in the middle, and all that's left is this cold empty space tonight. I'd catch a shadow when the streetlights dim, phantom echo calling from the rim of all the promises we meant to keep. I pull the silence closer while I sleep. I hear the shadows of your voice off every wall, waiting for the day I stop this lonely fall. We packed a life into that single hour, then lost the strength to cultivate the flower. This isn't closure, this is just the middle, a fragile knot we couldn't quite unbraid. We never wrote the ending, just a riddle left on the table like an
unread page. I carry the sorrow what we can't repair, a silent scream of love that didn't stay there. It was an unfinished story, broken in the middle, and all that's left is this cold empty space tonight. I search the lines for answers underlined, for any warning sign I failed to find. You close the cover but the heart is mine. I wish I knew what happened to the time. It stopped right when you walked out of the frame, and now only half of me remembers your name. I'm only memories now, stuck beneath a smile. This isn't closure, this is just the middle, a fragile knot we couldn't quite unbreak. We never wrote the ending, just a riddle left on the table like an unread page. I carry the sorrow what we can't repair, a silent scream of love that didn't stay there. It was an unfinished story, broken in the middle, and all that's left is this cold empty space tonight. Still standing here beside the final phrase, an unread page in these last lonely days. My heart remains there on that unread page, on that unread page. The floorboards still remember where you stood, beside the doorway, misunderstood. Just 40 minutes since the slamming sound. Now only silence can be found. I trace the outline where your jacket hung, 1,000 final words left all unsung. This sudden ending isn't true to me. I wait for the return I won't see. We close the curtain in the middle of the act, a future stolen, nothing we get back. This is an unfinished chapter I can't read, desperate, quiet, necessary bleed. Half of my heart is stuck inside that night, waiting for a forecast that won't make it right. Love that didn't stay became the ghost I keep, while all the promises were put to sleep. I felt the rain begin outside the pain. It washes over everything that remains. My cold hands gripping just the empty air, a phantom warmth that's no longer there. The coffee cups are sitting side by side, only one perspective left where I can't hide. Every memory is pressing down on me. We close the curtain in the middle of the act. A future stolen, nothing we get back. This is an unfinished chapter I can't read. A desperate, quiet, necessary bleed. Half of my heart is stuck inside that night, waiting for a forecast that won't make it right. Love that didn't stay became the ghost I keep, while all the promises were put to sleep. An unfinished chapter I can't turn the page, trapped in the middle of a silent stage. Half of my heart remains right where you stood, and nothing feels the same. It never could. The lock clicks twice, a sound too loud for midnight. It shattered the fragile truths we tried to keep. Now all the furniture remembers your soft daylight, but I'm counting hollow words, too tired to sleep. This empty space tonight is wide and unforgiving, a portrait where the subject walked away. You left me holding just an unheld promise, a timeline where our future starts to fray. No, no, no call, no final harsh diagnosis, just silence where the words used to stay. And half of my heart is frozen where you left it, a statue made of tears and slow regret. I trace the cold indent left upon the pillow, a fading blueprint of the way you used to lie. The shadows of your voice still bear the weeping willow, a haunting echo underneath the sky. My hand is cold and empty where you used to hold it, a brittle bone remembering your touch. You left me holding just an unheld promise, a timeline where our future starts to fray. No, no, no call, no final harsh diagnosis, just silence where the words used to stay. And half of my heart is frozen where you left it, a statue made of tears and slow regret. The dawn is breaking blue, the light begins to spill in, but nothing shifts the weight upon my chest. I know that this is damage that we can't refill in, the quiet consequence of loving you the best. It's far too late to run back and try to hold you. The door you closed is sealed by circumstance. Unheld promise, just silence and the space where you have gone. Unheld promise, I'm waiting here for something that won't dawn. air is frozen where you stood, a quiet ache misunderstood. The clock keeps counting slow and deep, while promises we couldn't keep hang heavy in the space you left. A lonely, quiet, sharp theft. I move through rooms that feel too wide. There's nowhere left for me to hide. This is the blue hour echo where all the shadows start to grow. I trace the tears that hit the floor, wishing you hadn't closed the door. My cold hands, empty heart half gone. I can't believe we couldn't hold on. Empty space tonight, nothing feels the same. Just a whispered shadow of your name. I found a flicker of your warmth before it faded in the storm. Just pieces of your breath I keep, while all the memory starts to seep into the cracks of what we had. The good and beautiful and bad, but all that's left is broken sound and wreckage scattered on the ground. This is the blue hour echo where all the shadows start to grow. I trace the tears that hit the floor, wishing you hadn't closed the door. My cold hands, empty heart half gone. I can't believe we couldn't hold on. Empty space tonight, nothing feels the same. Just a whispered shadow of your name. What we can't fix is written here, a final chapter sharp and clear. I walk the edge of too late now, trying to remember somehow the way you left me without a trace. Now only silence fills this place. Our unfinished story, broken in the middle, lost in the quiet, caught in the riddle. This is the blue hour echo where all the shadows start to grow. I trace the tears that hit the floor, wishing you hadn't closed the door. My cold hands, empty heart half gone. I can't believe we couldn't hold on. Empty space tonight, nothing feels the same. Just a whispered shadow of your name. Lost in the quiet, the rain on my chest. Still not over you, I can't get any rest. Just a blue hour echo, fading out slow. Where did you go? Where did you go? Dust has settled on the argument we had, but the silence here is screaming, tasting bad. I'm standing right where you closed the heavy door, a ghost in the frame. Nothing feels the same anymore. My fingers trace the last warmth of your sleeve, a memory I refuse to let myself believe. This is the cornerstone void, the broken middle piece. Every echo of your laughter I see, cold hands empty, holding only to the
stand so tall, watching our unfinished story fall. The floorboards still remember where your feet would tread, but the shadow of your voice is living in my head. I found the key you dropped behind the velvet chair, a tiny useless promise hanging in the air. I look for a trace of my tears on the window pane, just to prove that I felt something other than this pain. This is the cornerstone void, the broken middle piece, where every echo of your laughter has ceased. Cold hands empty, holding only to the air, the weight of my heart heavy, impossible to bear. I'm lost in the quiet where you used to stand so tall, watching our unfinished story fall. Too late to hold you now, too late to make it right. We were a flickering candle running out of light. This isn't something time or distance can fix, just pieces of your warmth in a desolate mess. Cornerstone void, just the rain on my chest now, lost in the quiet where you used to stand, gone without goodbye. Gone without goodbye. The coffee's still too hot, but the morning air is cold. Your side of the mattress still holds a story untold. I trace the lines of the sheet where your shadow used to fall. Silence replaced the arguments, answering nothing at all. It's just after the static, the noise of the fight has died. Just the hollow heartache, nowhere left to run and hide. You left me in the quiet where the shadows start to creep. I'm swimming through the promises that we couldn't keep, and every empty space tonight just reminds me of you. What we can't fix, what we can't undo. I pick up every loose thing, searching for a sign, a broken timeline of ours, a memory misaligned. My cold hands empty, they remember how to hold the way we shattered into fragments, a story growing old. I hear the shadows of your voice right before I close my eyes, a phantom echo whispering all of our goodbyes. It's just after the static, the noise of the fight has died.
just the hollow heartache. Nowhere left to run and hide. You left me in the quiet where the shadows start to creep. I'm swimming through the promises that we couldn't keep, and every empty space tonight just reminds me of you. What we can't fix, what we can't undo. We didn't finish the chapter, just rip the pages out. Now only dust remains where certainty reigned without a doubt. And the silence is so heavy, the weight upon my chest, knowing this blue hour goodbye means putting love to rest. It's just after the static, the noise of the fight has died, just the hollow heartache, nowhere left to run and hide. You left me in the quiet where the shadows start to creep. I'm swimming through the promises that we couldn't keep, and every empty space tonight just reminds me of you. What we can't fix, what we can't undo. After the static ends, just the quiet here, my heart remains there, still holding you near. After the static, my heart remains there. The coffee cup is cold now on this hill. The shadow where you study, standing still. The silence doesn't break, it only bends. This quiet is the place the story ends. I trace the hollow where your shoulder lay. We spent a lifetime planning yesterday. We tore the pages out too fast. The future made of glass that wouldn't last. Caught in the middle of a sudden snap, fell through the floorboards of a cruel heart trap. It's a faded blueprint, every single line undone. The cold hands empty of the war we thought we won. Just the echo of your voice in the dark I roam, where you used to stand, now I can't build on. I keep the window closed against the rain, but nothing stops the pouring of the pain. I feel the weight of my heart on my chest, still missing what we had, still far from rest. Only memories now float upon the air, pieces of your warmth I didn't dare to share. We tore the pages out too fast, a future made of glass that wouldn't last. Caught in the middle of a sudden snap, fell through the floorboards of a cruel heart trap. It's a faded blueprint, every single line undone. The cold hands empty of the war we thought we won. Just the echo of your voice in the dark I roam, where you used to stand, now I can't build on. The light is blue out, goodbye on the wall. I stand too late to hold you, too late to call. Just the residue of what was once divine, our unfinished story left behind. We watch a love that didn't stay just fade from my arms, and now I'm broken in the middle of all your charms. it's a faded blueprint. Every single line undone. The cold hands empty of the war we thought we won. Just the echo of your voice in the dark I roam. Where you used to stand, now I can't build a home. Faded blueprint, empty space tonight. I can't build anymore, not without you. The click of the lock was the final word spoken. A hush fell so fast that the silence felt broken. I count every tick on the clock on the wall now, just waiting for a sound that I know will not call now. Your jacket still rests on the back of the chair. The cold air is all that is left of your share. My hand reaches out for the warmth that it knew, but all I hold now are the fragments of you. Half of my heart is still standing by the frame, whispering softly your beautiful name. All the echoes in the quiet are loud tonight, chasing shadows of your voice through the fading light. This blue hour goodbye is a weight on my chest, lost in the dark where my love lay to rest. I'm just tracing the tear stains you left on the floor since you closed the door. I turn off the lights just to see if you're near me, hoping the dark is the only thing peer me. The scent of your sweater is fading away, like promises whispered we couldn't keep stayed. Cold hands are empty, they grip at the air, missing the comfort that used to be there. My hand reaches out for the warmth that it knew, but all I hold now are the fragments of you. Half of my heart is still standing by the frame, whispering softly your beautiful name. All the echoes in the quiet are loud tonight, chasing shadows of your voice through the fading light. This blue hour goodbye is a weight on my chest, lost in the dark where my love lay to rest. I'm just tracing the tear stains you left on the floor since you closed the door. It's the terrible truth of the things we can't fix, the last little flame that refused to be with. Our unfinished story now hangs on the shelf, a portrait of sorrow painted by myself. I know I should move, but my feet cannot roam. My heart still believes that you're coming back home. No, the echoes in the quiet are loud tonight, chasing shadows of your voice through the fading light. This blue hour goodbye is a weight on my chest, lost in the dark where my love lay to rest. I'm just tracing the tear stains you left on the floor since you closed the door. Lost in the quiet, just echoes now. Since you closed the door. Sunrise hit the wall too fast, the quiet is profound. I trace the path your teardrops left, no comfort can be found. We said the words and shut the door on last night's heartbreak sound. Now it's just the loudest noise, proving you're not around. And all I feel is falling out of you. A perfect color fading into blue. When my cold hands empty, gripping just the air, wishing that your shadow still was here. I look for a reflection, but there's only glass, just a ghost on the glass where your presence passed. The blankets pull across my chest, but pieces of your warmth won't stay. It smells like you, a love that didn't stay, it simply slipped away. I counted all the seconds since you packed up every piece, still not over you. I pray for some release, and all I feel is falling out of you. A perfect color fading into blue. My cold hands empty, gripping just the air, wishing that your shadow still was here. I look for a reflection, but there's only glass, just a ghost on the glass where your presence passed. We were broken in the middle, half of my heart still beats, echoes of your voice run through these empty streets. You left me in the silence, gone without goodbye. The weight of my heart is heavy beneath the smile I tried, lost in the quiet, empty space tonight. My heart remains there where you used to stand in the light. Ghost on the glass, watching me drown. Ghost on the glass, watching me drown. The air is frozen where you left your breath, a single echo sealing our death. The clock keeps counting seconds in the void, every memory we enjoyed, now just the varnish on the wooden floor, where you stood minutes just before. This is the quiet way, the hardest sound, where half my heart is buried in the ground. My cold hands empty, searching for the heat, the promises we couldn't keep, left in the silence where your shadow stays, stuck in the fading of those better days. I trace the outline of the keys you dropped, the final tremor right before it stopped.
whispering in the kitchen light, that hollow promise that we'd make it right. Just the salt residue of tears I dried, the lonely echo where our laughter died. This is the quiet wait, the hardest sound, where half my heart is buried in the ground. My cold hands empty, searching for the heat, the promises we couldn't keep, left in the silence where your shadow stays, stuck in a fading of those better days. We broke in the middle, didn't notice how deep the wound we carried while we tried to sleep. Now the door is closed, the final lock is thrown, and I am standing here completely alone. Too late to hold you, too late to find the words, just broken pieces of our unfinished story heard. This is the quiet way, the hardest sound, where half my heart is buried in the ground. My cold hands empty, searching for the heat, the promises we couldn't keep, left in the silence where your shadow stays, stuck in the fading of those better days. Just the quiet way, just the way tonight, empty space tonight. Nothing feels the same somehow in the quiet way. The latch clicks, slow, a final fading sound. The world outside has stopped, it's turning round. I stand where you just stood, feet rooted to the floor. I didn't think that silence could hurt me more. The coffee cup you left still warm beneath my palm. A hurricane has passed, but everything is calm. It wasn't rage or fire, just a steady, slow decline. Now there's only cold air where your hand used to twine. This empty space tonight is screaming out your name, just a hollow echo burning through the flame. I reach with cold hands, tracing patterns on the glass, trying to hold the shadows of the love that didn't last. Yeah, I'm waiting for the light to cover up the stain, caught inside the quiet of this blue-hour trace. I see the outline of your profile in the dark, a phantom limb that leaves a painful, heavy mark. The ghost of your soft voice, a whisper in the hall. I knew we were receding, preparing for the fall. And every piece of furniture knows where you used to sit. They feel the weight of missing and they can't recover it. It wasn't rage or fire, just a steady, slow decline. Now there's only cold air where your hand used to twine. This empty space tonight is screaming out your name, just a hollow echo burning through the flame. I reach with cold hands, tracing patterns on the glass, trying to hold the shadows of the love that didn't last. Yeah, I'm waiting for the light to cover up the stain, caught inside the quiet of this blue-hour trace. Half of my heart is broken, scattered on the never stay. This empty space tonight is screaming out your name, just a hollow echo burning through the flame. I reach with cold hands, tracing patterns on the glass, trying to hold the shadows of the love that didn't last. Yeah, I'm waiting for the light to cover up the stain, caught inside the quiet of this blue-hour trace. Caught inside the quiet, the blue-hour trace. Empty space tonight.
Raining started late, the night you left me standing. The clock keeps counting seconds, a truth my heart's demanding. To find the warmth again in these cold hands, empty spaces, but only silence answers, erasing all the traces. It's just a hollow sound where your laughter used to be. The weight of half my heart is resting here on me. A blue-hour goodbye when the lights begin to fade. Now only echoes in the dark, in the promise that we made. I trace the phantom outline of your shadow on the wall, still listening for the voice that never makes the call. This room is built of quiet, a fortress of despair, missing every breath of the love that didn't stay there. It's just a where your laughter used to be. The weight of half my heart is resting here on me. A blue-hour goodbye when the lights begin to fade. Now only echoes in the dark, in the promise that we made. I clutch the last few pieces of your warmth still near my chest. My heart remains right there where you used to rest. It's just a hollow sound where your laughter used to be. The weight of half my heart is resting here on me. The blue-hour goodbye when the lights begin to fade. Now only echoes in the dark, in the promise that we made. Left in the silence tonight, just a hollow sound fading out the light, gone without goodbye.